What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So let me just say this right quick before I get into the video, man. It's funny how DeMarcus Cousins, right, when he was with the Sacramento Kings, I remember him having, issues with technicals and being ejected from games and arguing with officials. And usually you hear certain terms in the media, hothead, uh, you know, distraction, unprofessional. In the comment section, you would see things like violent, thug. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Jokic had to be restrained from going after an official last night, and I just heard a lot of people criticizing the officials, saying, it's about time someone go after those guys. I mean, they're making bad calls. They've been awful. I mean, yeah, they should go after them. You know, yeah. Because when you come from Eastern Europe like Jokic, you're John Wick number two, Liam Neeson given. Your rage is justified. When you're Serbian, tough. You take no shit from no American. I pull you on American. But no nigga better do that shit. Stay in line, boy. Better stay your ass in line, boy. You privileged to be in this NBA, you know what I'm saying? You privileged here, cousin. Better tuck those lips in, comb your hair, and lighten your complexion. And you better be thankful for being in the NBA. Oh, but this shit about Giannis, man. All this Giannis hate. All this Giannis hate is just unbelievable, man. You still got Nets fans going around just still crying about last year, man. The same shit. Ugh, he injured Kyrie on purpose. He's a dirty dog, man. Giannis is damn near a fucking Cosby kid. Yeah, all of a sudden he's this enforcer now, right? When I look at that replay, all I see is Giannis anticipating a miss and him clearing out for the rebound. As a matter of fact, I've had this false memory all the time because I didn't really look at replays. I thought that Kyrie came down on Giannis's foot, but the foot that he actually rolled was on the other side of Giannis. And you got people still crying about how Giannis just benefited from everybody getting hurt. Giannis benefit. The Nets act like they the only fucking team. Nets fans act like they're the only fucking team to suffer injuries. The only team. The Lakers didn't have AD. What was it for a lot of the series against the Suns? Was it the whole series? I can't remember. But I know for much of that series, they didn't have AD. Okay, for whatever reason, groin injury, uh, fallopian tubes fell out. I don't know, but they didn't have him. Right? You don't hear Laker fans constantly crying about that. Phoenix didn't have Chris Paul the first two games of the NBA Finals. They could be saying, well, man, if we had Chris Paul, even though they won the first two games of the NBA Finals without Chris Paul, but still, I mean, they could be saying, well, Chris Paul wasn't able to really get under himself properly. Well, they don't use that as an excuse. People forget the Atlanta Hawks lost Trae Young in our series for a couple of games. And the thing that really gets me, people forget that Giannis got hurt. And the Bucks still able to win game 6 and game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals without Giannis. Do people remember that? Do people forget that Denver didn't have Jamal Murray? Do people forget that all these teams had injury problems? It was one of the most unprecedented injury bugs we've seen in recent memory. We're only rivaled going back to maybe 85. Giannis did not do that with malice intent, with ill intent. Come on, man. Is that even in his personality? Injuries happen, man. You know how sick I was as a Bulls fan, 2012, in the playoffs when Derrick Rose tore his ACL. I was livid at Tom Thibodeau because Derrick Rose was still in the game when the game was pretty much, the game was pretty much over. Okay, and Derrick Rose had missed a lot of games in the regular season, but the Bulls still went like 50 and what was it, 66 game schedule? They were 50 and 16. We were a championship caliber team, and in my mind, at the time, I blamed Tom Thibodeau for playing all these guys those fucking minutes. But you know what? It is what it is. You get over it. We had a championship team. It didn't happen. Shit happens. How do you think fucking Giants fans feel that year? What was it, 2008, when they were 10-1, and Paxton that stupid ass shot in the club. He fucked that whole team. They probably would have won back to back, right? They probably would have won back to back, and then they won in 2011. That could have been seen as a dynasty team. So, all I'm saying is, man, damn, man, I wish people would let that shit go. If the Nets are destined to win a championship, it will happen this year. Okay? It will happen. It will happen this year. If it's not meant to happen, it ain't going to happen. And, with Durant, shit, he's benefited from injuries. And you want to talk about something that was on purpose? Do people remember Kawhi Leonard on the road against Golden State up 23 points? And that fucking goon stepped on his ankle? Hmm? So, it is what it is, man. Every championship team in the history of the NBA has benefited from injuries or they benefited from calls. One particular team probably benefited from mob influence. So it is what it is, man. You know, I just wish people would start putting some respect on Giannis Antetokounmpo's name, man. He's the best player in the NBA right now. He's not the most skilled, but he's the best. And he's worked on his game so much. And let me say something else too. It's a reason why the box doesn't work anymore. People can tell me something, all you gotta do is put the box in this guy. No, you stupid fuck. The box doesn't work anymore because Giannis has made adjustments to that shit. The old offense used to be Giannis would get the ball, Giannis would get the ball at the top of the key and try to attack and go attack to the basket. And the box would limit him because it would keep him out the paint. And Giannis at that time either would turn the fucking ball over, you know what I'm saying, or throw up some bad, horrible miss. The reason why it doesn't work anymore is because now we got Drew Holiday. Giannis is playing off the ball, and when people are trying to box out Giannis or keep him from going to the like let's they focus on Giannis, then Drew Holiday gonna kill you. Then if you try to box out Drew Holiday, then he's just gonna throw alley oop to fucking Giannis. And then even with that, if y'all double Giannis, now Giannis is a much more patient basketball player. He's just gonna pass to somebody else. So that box shit don't work anymore. And not every team has the personnel to do that shit any fucking way. It's all about making adjustments, baby. And the Bucks are fucking good. Now, the Bucks lost a game last night they should have fucking won. Now, one thing I am concerned about the Bucks is complacency. Okay, I, I'm concerned about that with the Bucks to a certain extent. Like I think they're not understanding that since they won the championship, they have a target on their back. They have a target on their back, and teams want to come at them, and the Bucks will have to understand that repeating is even more difficult than winning a title. But still, Giannis is the best player in the NBA, and people need to start treating him like he is the best fucking player. Kevin Durant is not the best player anymore. He's the most skilled, perhaps, right now. He can shoot a lot better. But hey, you know, Steve Nash can shoot a lot better than Magic Johnson. Technically, Steve Nash was more quote unquote skilled than Magic Johnson, but would anybody rate Steve Nash higher than Magic Johnson? Fuck no! You know? Dale Ellis was a better shooter than Julius Erving, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, man.